Hello friends, my name is Miss Beth and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my sister. I'm Miss Sarah. Hi y'all! And in this video we're going to learn how to play Uno and Spicy Uno. Let's begin. Our Uno cards may look a little different from yours because we don't have an original Uno set, but that's totally fine. They still look the same. So let's look at what the cards are and what they mean. Now we'll be looking at the cards. Regular number cards. As you can see, they're all different numbers and all different colors. The colors are blue, green, yellow, and red. Let's say that together, okay? Blue, green, yellow, and red. These are the wild cards. They each have their own colors as well. Let's look at what they mean. Ours may look a little different, but if it looks something like this, this means the other player has to draw 2 cards. If your card looks like this means the rotation of players has to change. If you're going one way, then when you play this card, it goes the opposite way. This is the skip card. You get to skip the player next to you, so they do not get the turn this round. This is a wild card. When you don't have the right color, then you get to play this one and get to choose what color everyone has to play next. We sorted out the cards for you to see them easier, but before we play, we have to shuffle them together. First we're looking at how to play original Uno, and later we'll look at Spicy Uno. You have to deal out 7 cards to each player. And next you have to flip the top card over. Usually you don't want anyone to see your cards, but for now I'll show you so you can see how to play. We have to find a card that has either the same color or the same number. So we have to see if we have either a yellow card or a number 3 card. Do we have one? We have a blue 3. That means we get to play that card. So let's put it on top of the pile. And now it's Sarah's turn. I'm going to be playing a green 3. Perfect. What can we play next? We don't have any more 3s, but we have 2 green cards, so we can play any green card we would like. I'll play the green 7. A little later, Sarah played a yellow 7, but we have no 7s and no yellow cards. What do we do then? If you have no cards you can play, then you have to draw a card. I drew a blue 6. That doesn't match the color or the number. So we put it down here and it's the next person's turn. She can't play either, so she has to draw a card as well. I still don't have anything I can play, so I have to draw again. This will work. If you draw a card that will work, you can play it. And then it's the next person's turn. Okay, it's Sarah's turn. Let's see what card she'll play. She played a draw 2. That means I have to draw 2 cards from the deck and add them to my hand. Now I have more cards. Another special card that I have is this reverse card. This reverse card means if usually the person on your left would get to play, now it switches and the person on your right. This doesn't really work for a game with 2 people, but if you have more, it's better. If you just have 2 people, then it's basically just a skip one, which we'll look at next. Now Sarah played her skip, which means she gets to skip the person next to her. And since we have just 2 people, this doesn't work so well. So she skipped me, so she gets to play 2 in a row. Like that. Now I have no cards that I can play, but I have this card. This is a wild card. I get to choose what color will go next. So I play it down and I tell everyone what color I would like to choose. And I'll choose yellow because I have the most yellows. Okay, when you get down to 2 cards and you can play one, and you play it when you have 1 card left, you have to make sure that you yell Uno. That means 1. You have 1 card left. If you don't call Uno, then someone will tell you and you have to draw a card. The whole point of the game is to have no cards left. So you want to make sure you say Uno so you don't have to draw a card. Now Sarah and I are going to play a real game. Okay, if you're already good at Uno and you want to make it a little more fun and a little more challenging, then there's a different way you can play.
It's called Spicy Uno.
And it has some special rules. Let's look at those. Everyone does Spicy Uno a little differently and uses different cards for different rules, but this is just one way you can do it. Spicy Uno, if you play a 7, then you get to switch your hands with anyone you want. You try to find someone who has a fewer number of cards than you. You play the 7, and then you get to take their hand and you give them yours. Another rule is when you play a 6, everyone has to be watching, because if you play a 6, everyone has to slap it, and the last person to slap it has to draw 2 cards. Next is the special rule for the number 4. If you play a 4, then whoever is after you, the next player, has to be quiet. They cannot talk, and they can only talk again when someone else plays a 4. Next is if someone plays a draw 2 and you have a draw 2 in your pile, you don't have to draw 2. You can add yours on top and add them up so the next person has to take all the cards. So if you have 2 draw 2s on top of each other, that adds up to 4. The next person has to draw 4 cards. But if someone else adds more draw 2s, they just add up and up until no one has it, and that person has to draw all of the cards. Okay, remember, this is just how we play Spicy Uno, but you can play however you want. You don't have to use all the rules, just a couple. Or you can even make up rules of your own just to make it even more fun. I just played a draw 2, which means Sarah would have to pick up 2 more cards. But she also has a draw 2, which means they add up. And since I don't have any more draw 2s, I have to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just played a 6 and Sarah didn't realize it. We have to slap the deck if it's a 6. And since she was the last one to slap it, she has to draw 2 cards.
1 and 2.
Okay, I'm playing a 4, which means Sarah has to be silent until someone else plays a 4. Do you have any 4s, Sarah? Okay, then you have to stay quiet until someone finds a 4. Alright, I think that's all the special rules that I have for today. So me and Sarah are going to play a round.
Okay, that's how you play Uno and Spicy Uno.
So y'all have fun. If you have any questions, make sure you go to my Facebook page, Let's Have Fun with Miss Beth. And you can either comment on the video or message me if you have anything to ask. Okay, I think that's it. Bye-bye for now. Don't laugh, you're not allowed to. Okay, are you ready? Set. Our Uno cards may look a little different from yours, but that's okay. I drew a green. Okay, another special card that I have is a, what is this called? I don't know! Are you ready, vlog? Let's try this. Are you ready? Ready? Okay, let's go. Okay. Everyone play. What was that hair flip? Like whoosh,
Bloopers.
whoosh.
Bloopers.